All right, guys. Well, it has been a wonderful break with my grandchildren and my daughter and old Dakota over there. A lot of y'all have been asking about old Dakota. Who was that guy with the white legs picking up Christmas paper in the video? Oh, that is my grandson's daddy. And today, Christmas is over, guys. So now it is time to start working for the huge New Year's / birthday party for my oldest granddaughter. She's turning double digits, guys. It's a serious thing. Well, that one heard me filming, so here she comes. Hello. Hello. And of course that one's just waking up. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. All right, guys, first thing that we got to do is we got to get the forks off of Uber. We got to get the grapple put on Uber, because we are setting up for the biggest bonfire in Arkansas this year, guys. They might see it from the space station. It's possible. It's definitely possible. But I want to get as much of it out as I can from around the trees and get it more into this clearing area right here. Safety first. Safety first. So, y'all know my back's jacked up. So, I got a chainsaw. I'm going to be running Uber. And we're going to start chipping away at this. We only got 3 days before New Year's, guys. Probably only about a day by the time y'all see this. So we got a lot to do in a short amount of time. Let's get Uber fired up, warmed up, and let's get this thing popping. Uber ain't ran in a minute. All right, guys, we got the grapple on. Now it's time to start weeding ourselves through this little pile right here. We're gonna grab the chainsaws, cameras, everything gets set up. I'm trying to get most of it into this area right here. It goes way on back there, so it's gonna be a process. All right, let's get y'all set up. We got work to do. Come on. Alright guys, battery died on me. But we got a little pile going right here. Clips is over there hunting. This section right here was very loose, so I'm trying to get all of this over here in its own pile. Probably gonna end up having 2 fires. A big one. And then one that people can sit around and hang out. That's the thought process anyways. But we're gonna get y'all set back up. Got a lot going on. My daughter got back with the grandbabies. Got them off at a safe distance. Not working him too hard. Uber's doing most of the work. Eclipse, as you can see, ain't doing nothing.
Supervising.
Just hanging out in all that cold dirt that I'm moving around. Alright, we're gonna start chopping up this bigger pine right here. These some big pines right here, guys. Big pines. Get that, and that's probably about as far as we're gonna go. Honestly, I don't even think we're gonna go back here. We'll probably cut right here and move this part out the way, because all that can burn right there where it's at. And then we're gonna jump over to the other side. There's a couple of decent sized pines over there that we're gonna need to get cut out. And then pretty much, I think my target is right here about where this pine tree is over, can all burn. Then we'll jump around to the back side and clear out a path all the way around this thing. That way it can't spread down all the cedars I got down too. All right, we can get y'all set up and keep it moving. Alright guys, it has gotten windy and it's also dropped about 35 degrees out here. It's gotten quite cold. But we got this whole section leveled out. Got a big old pile going here. I'm sure it don't do it no justice. It is extremely windy right now, guys. So if I got wind noise, I'm sorry. But we got a pretty good start going. I got almost to this tree. I got a little bit more I need to clear up right here. And then I'll start going on the outside to make a big circle around this. But it's about to get dark, sun's setting. Oh, back's hurting a little bit. I am wearing a back brace. But riding Uber on this rough terrain, it's hard on me. Alright guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Alright guys, it's the next morning and woohoo, that temperature is steady dropping. I had a dentist appointment this morning, so I went to that, and on the way back I stopped by where I traded my truck, the Chevy, for the F350. One other thing that I got during that trade that y'all didn't know about is a 3-point hitch rake for Uber. I've already got the straps around it. We're gonna grab Uber. We're gonna lift it up out of here because once I get all of this burnt and moved, we're gonna use that rake to rake this whole area after we level it out. All right, let's get Uber fired up and let's get this unloaded.
You want your strap back? You want your strap back?
That's gonna be a handy tool. I've been looking for one of those for over a year now. They are very expensive, even used. But the guy that I got the truck from ended up selling me this one for $225, so I couldn't pass it up. It's gonna be a game changer here on the mountain. What do you think about it, Eclipse? Yeah, smells right. Smells right. All right, guys, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and load up the empty propane bottles, because winter has arrived on us, and I got 2 empty bottles, so we're gonna go ahead and fill that up. Then we're gonna go out to HQ. We got to get some material because we got to do a little bit of winterproofing on the cabin. Got to keep those grandbabies warm. All right, guys, let's get it done. Somebody likes the cold weather. All right, one loaded, one to go. Got a young back on the mountain. We're gonna use it. All right, guys, y'all have seen us getting ready for the big bonfire. Well, today's the day of the party. We're about to put 20,000 looms of light over here in between these trees. Plus, we got the whole area over there by the cabin set up. It's almost party time, guys.
He's sleeping. He's just teething real bad. Nah, remember, not around the ladder. Come on, that stick's not gonna come up.
That stick too high.
Those kind of wide.
So y'all can see what's happening.
All right, had to add a couple of zip ties and some weight on those. Got that one facing down, that one's over there, that one's over here, so to light up this area, and that one's gonna kind of shine out there in the distance. I'm thinking that's gonna work. Well, good morning, guys. Well, New Year's is over. Fired up. They had a good time. Real good time. New Year's and the holidays was a big success. My daughter and grandbabies are back in Florida now. And they made it back safely. So that is good. But now, the aftermath. As you can see, guys, some things have changed. The pergola is now in the front of the cabin instead of back there. Let me show you. Why I had everybody here for New Year's, we did an old Amish style move. 6 or 7 of us grabbed those poles, picked it up, and moved it back here. Because what I've noticed is this area right here is way too tight to kind of have the pergola and a little party area. It always is very crowded back here, so I moved everything from back here, and eventually the cabin's going to expand out this way anyways, and it was going to have to move. So while I had all the help here, we decided to go ahead and move it around front. I will be moving a lot of this rock and stuff as well. So yeah, the bonfire was a success, as you just seen on the video. I had the little fire pit area right over here for people to kind of hang out, and then we had the big fire pit area over here for the big fire. The weather could not have been any better, guys. It was a nice, beautiful, sunny day during the day, and then the temperature dropped. And hold on, let me clean my camera here. Then the temperature dropped, and it was perfect for the big bonfire. As you can see, the kids were out here digging trenches and playing. Show y'all what it looks like as far as the fire pit goes. I'm going to take Uber later on this evening and push this pile up a little bit more and keep it burning. I'm just going to keep feeding it. I did decide the big area is just too close to the trees, so I'm just going to keep feeding this area and trying to work my way through all of this. But a whole lot got burned. Did pretty good. Still a bunch of coals in there. It did rain a little bit this morning, but it looks like it's still pretty good to go. So once I get this pushed up some more and start feeding it, it should take right back off. I am trying to save what I can save out of there. I've been stacking it up. I don't know if you noticed that earlier in the video or not. For firewood, and also any of the cedars that still might be usable. Be able to mill up like that one. That's a pretty big cedar. But what a great holiday, guys. I really enjoyed my daughter and my grandbabies being here, and had a really nice Christmas dinner with the Drifting Dreamers. And then had a big New Year's party as well with a whole bunch of people. Worked out really good. My daughter had a blast. She loves it. Can't wait to get back up here. Grandbabies had a blast as well, and they're excited about all of the change. So 2026 is going to be an amazing year. So happy New Year's to all of you guys. Leave it in the comments. What's your biggest goal this year? Because it's time to get after it. All right, guys, I love every single one of you. Until we see each other again, come on, let's go on another adventure.